Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Very good evening. Welcome to Oliveboard. My name is Varsha Dhiman, and in this particular session, we are going to cover static MCQs practice set number 1 for our NABARD grade examination, which is going December this year, right? So this is a first class of rapid revision batch, and what I had decided to cover all the important portions in a systematic way. So in today's class, I'll cover the questions from the topics like the basic topics related to the agronomy, precision farming, dryland organic farming, seed science, seeds technology, seeds production. So the questions related to all these topics will be covered in our today's session, right? So this is a very important session, and from this session you will be able to know like what type of static questions you have to face in your examination. Okay, phase one examination. So let's start our discussion. Yeah. Hello, Dev Jyoti Das. Hello. And the students who are in the class, you have to share the session among your friends also, right? So the students who are preparing for the examination, right? This session is very, very important. Okay, you will be able to know like what type of questions you can be asked from the static portion in the examination. Okay, and it's a first session of our rapid revision batch, which is available on the mobile application of Oliveboard. So if you are thinking of targeting this NABARD grade examination, you can be part of this batch, right? So you should have the application of Oliveboard, right? And this is a rapid batch, rapid phase one revision batch. Be the part of this batch and do your revisions with us. Here you will be provided with the master classes for covering your QRE set. Uh, there will be PIB, ARD, DM, computer master classes are there, and we are providing you high value MCQs. Okay, chalo. Let's start a discussion. Let's talk about the questions. Okay. So every time whenever we have to start our discussions, we have to start with the easy question. Then we will move on the moderate level of questions. Then there will be difficult level of questions or hard, and some questions will be tricky. Okay, because in our exam also na like all the questions are not easy. There are some questions which are quite tricky, so in that same manner I have decided to cover the portion for you guys, right? So first question is there on the screen. Yeah, very good evening, Mr. Samosa, Satya, Debyojit, everyone is there. That is really good to know. Chalo, let's talk about it. So the science that deals with principles and practices of crop production. So what should be the right answer? Is it horticulture, agronomy, silviculture, agrostology? Yeah. So I had received the answer. The answer is option number B. Very good. Okay, horticulture you guys are aware about, right? Horticulture is about the hortus word is related with the garden and culture word is related with the cultivation. So here we are talking about the garden cultivation. So the major crops that we can have in our gardens are either fruits, vegetables, and the floral crops, right? Silviculture is actually related with the forest tree species. Okay, so it's an art and science where we are talking about the management practices which we can follow so that our forest systems will be developed well. Agrostology is related with, yeah, agrostology is related with, yeah, it is related with the study of grasses. Okay, agrostology is the study of grasses. It is important. Yeah. Yes, very good evening. Learn and experience live. Very good evening, Shaurya Dev. Chalo. Moving on the next question. So it is clear to you. So whenever we talk about the word agronomy, okay, it is related with the principles and production of practices of crop production. So it includes the soil management practices, field crop production, and the factors that can affect your crop growth as well. Right. Moving on the second question. Right. So minimum soil temperature required for germination of wheat is approximately 3 to 5 degrees Celsius, 10 to 12 degrees Celsius, 15 to 18 degrees Celsius, or 20 to 22 degrees Celsius. So they are asking you about the minimum soil temperature. Yeah, they're asking you about the minimum soil temperature. So what should be the right answer for the question? Okay, and here also I'm mentioning that wheat, the scientific name of wheat is Triticum aestivum, and it is coming under Graminae. or Poaceae family. Okay, and it is a wheat is a Rabi crop, right? So Rabi crop season, they actually need a low temperature. Initial condition for the seed germination needed is a low temperature condition. For the second question, yeah, for the second question, see, minimum threshold is 3 to 5 degrees Celsius, though optimum is around 20 to 25 degrees Celsius temperature. Satya, do the correction. The right answer will go on minimum temperature. Okay, the minimum temperature that it can thrive is 3 to 5 degrees Celsius temperature, and optimum temperature is 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Please do the corrections in your notebook. Okay. You can take the help of the notes also. I had provided you the notes also, right? So minimum temperature for wheat seed germination is around 3 to 5 degrees. This is the most appropriate answer. Okay, please do the corrections. Now moving ahead. The next question is cropping intensity is calculated by. So what is the formula to calculate the cropping intensity? Yeah, very good, Kamini Baski. Yeah, third question is there on the screen. So how you have to answer, whenever you are about to answer any question, you have to mention the question number and then the answer. I'm looking comments of all the students. Yeah, so what should be the right answer? Cropping intensity, how you can calculate it? Gross cultivated area upon net cultivated area into 100, net cultivated area upon gross cultivated area into 100, gross irrigated area upon net irrigated area into 100, or it is a ratio of cropped area and the total area into 100. Yeah. So the right answer for question number 3 is, for the third question, you guys are mentioning option number B. Still, Shaurya, Satyarth, Devanshi. They are mentioning option number B. Tushar had answered A. The right answer for the question is, it is not related. Cropping intensity, they are not asking for the water use efficiency. They are not asking for the irrigation kind of concept. They are asking for the cropping intensity, like how much crop you can grow there. So your answer will be related with option number gross cropped area upon net cropped area. The right way to calculate the cropping intensity is option number A. Okay. It is a gross cropped area upon the net cropped area that will help you to know about the cropping intensity. Like this is 50% or this will be the, like, gross cropped area. Suppose it is 100. Okay. The net sown area is 80. Okay, so that's how you have to calculate it, like what should be the value for that will help you to know uh, the cropping intensity, like how much area you can crop there. Okay, so this is how you can calculate the cropping intensity. Clear? Is it clear to you? Chalo. Next is which irrigation method? Yeah, you have to tell. We had discussed about it in our theory classes. Highest water use efficiency of which irrigation method have the highest water use efficiency? Chalo, moving on the next question. As I had mentioned, like I'm including the question here which are quite important, and another point, they are quite tricky and some questions are very factual questions also. Okay, so which option you will mention? Yeah, D is the right answer for the. Okay, so yeah, most of the students are marking the right answer for the question. Yes. So D is the right answer. Drip irrigation. So on an average, if you look at the water use efficiency of drip irrigation, so it might range from 70 to 90%. Okay, and somewhere it can go above 90% also, right? So it is a most effective. So if you have options like sprinkle irrigation and drip, you will choose a drip irrigation because the water use efficiency is more here, because the water you are applying is directly going to the root zone. Okay, the water that you are applying here is directly to the root zones of the plant. Moving ahead, we have the next question. So question number 4 is there. Yeah, Yes, this is a very important question. Like Hera disease, you might have observed in the rice. You have to mention it is the deficiency. It is because of the deficiency of which nutrient? Zinc, iron, sulfur, or magnesium. Okay, it is not caused by any microorganisms attack. It is because of the deficiency of a nutrient. Okay, so don't get confused here. Oh, although it is a physiological disorder, but it is named as a Khera disease. So it is because of, yeah, A, B, C, or D. Yeah, very good, Kamini. Very good, Shaurya. The right answer for the question is zinc. Okay. So what happened in this? Like you will observe that chlorotic leaves. Okay, you will observe the discoloration of the leaves with rusty brown spots, and actually it is a classical deficiency, zinc deficiency disorder that occurs in the crop of rice. So rice is Oryza sativa. I am mentioning the scientific rice also. Okay, yeah, Devanshi, very good. We are moving a little bit faster because we have to cover 50 questions. Okay, we'll have a target to finish and discuss nearly 50 questions in this session, right? Now let's talk about the C4 plants. So they typically show, okay, so what is a characteristic feature of the C4 plants? So the C4 plants, like when the carboxylation will occur and the first carbon product that will be formed after when they undergo the photosynthesis process, that will be a 4 carbon product. Okay, so that can be the malic acid. Okay, right, so you have to mention what is the right statement about it. So C4 plant shows typically shows low photosynthetic efficiency, high photo respiration, high water use efficiency, or they are the shade tolerant plants. Okay, so if you are covering these topics with the help of the notes that I am providing you in the batch class, you might be able to answer the right answer, able to give the right answer for the question number 6. So what should be the right answer? Yeah, please tell. For the question number 6, they will be able to do what? For the sixth question, you are mentioning there will be high photo respiration. Okay, Satyarth is saying B. What about others? Yeah. What about others? So they will be having the high water use efficiency. Okay, as the first carbon compound that will be formed, they will be having the high photosynthetic efficiency. So they will be having the high water use efficiency. The C4 plants include maize, sugarcane, sorghum, and they are having efficient CO2 concentrating mechanism. Okay, so they are having high photosynthetic efficiency, and because of having high photosynthetic efficiency, they will be having high water use efficiency, and the photo respiration will be quite low. Okay, that reduces the photo respiration, leading to greater water use efficiency in them. Okay, so look at all the options carefully and then answer. Yeah, Raja Roy, the right answer will be option number C, the most appropriate answer as per the concept that we had discussed. Okay, yeah. Next question number 7 is there. Please go through the notes once, you will be able to get the right statements. Yeah. Yeah, these notes you will get not in plant physiology, it will be in agronomy portion. Okay, agronomy we discussed about the classification of crops now, where we discuss about the classification of crops on different bases. So on the basis of carbon dioxide fixation, we discussed like C3 plants are there, C4 plants are there, CAM plants are there. So when we discuss the C4 plants, now I discussed everything. Okay. Now moving on, question number 7. So it is green manuring crops commonly used in rice field. It is Sesbania aculeata, it is Crotalaria juncea, it is moong or cowpea. So what these green manuring crops do? Like you are like following a specific intercropping or multi-cropping system, so the green leaves of that plant will act as a mulching on the soil, so that the moisture content will retain on the soil, or the topmost fertile layer will not, and they will also add the nutrients as well. Okay, so that's why these crops are known as green manuring crop, because the green leaves are, they are adding the nutrients to the soil. Okay, the right answer for question number 7th will be, yeah. So it is the question is actually They are asking you the question, green manuring crops which you are using in rice fields. Okay, Sesbania is a crotalaria is also a green manuring crop. You have to choose what should be the right answer as per the rice field. Okay, rice field is a word that you have to focus upon. So Sesbania, Dhencha, it grows quickly. It adds the organic matter. It fixes the nitrogen. It decomposes rapidly in flooded conditions, and that's why it is ideal for rice fields. Okay, so it can decompose rapidly in the flooded conditions. Why we provide the flooded conditions to our agriculture field? So that we can grow the rice crop there. Okay, main condition is needed when we are about to raise a rice crop is a waterlogged condition, huh? And it can decompose rapidly in the waterlogged condition. That is the advantage of having this green manuring crop with the rice. Okay, so right answer will be option number A. Yes, Vedant, very good. Chalo, moving on the next set of questions. Optimum seed rate for transplantation of rice. Yeah, so whenever we talk about the rice crops, now we generally go with the transplantation. We are not doing the direct seeded. Okay, we are not growing soil seeds directly into the fields. Firstly, we have to maintain the seedlings in the nursery, and after that, we have to transplant them into the main field. So this is a process that we follow for the rice cultivation. Okay, so they are asking you optimum seed rate for transplantation 10 to 20 kg per hectare, 30 to 40 kg per hectare, 50 to 60 kg per hectare, or 80 to 90 kg per hectare. So when we are following this practice of transplantation for our rice crop, so what happened? What is the advantage? The main advantage of this system, like your the requirement for the seeds will be reduced. Okay, so this is because you are preparing the seedlings in the nursery condition. In nursery conditions, like more delicate conditions, they're providing all the appropriate nutrients at the appropriate time. So you can place the seeds judicially in your nursery beds. So the amount of seeds that will be needed for 1 hectare of land will be quite less in the transplanted conditions. Okay, so I had given you the hint. Now you have to answer what should be the right answer for. Yeah, very good if you guys are marking B. Okay, so Satyarth, Devanshi, and Sonia, your answer is wrong. Shaurya, your answer is correct. The right answer for the question will be 30 to 40 kg per hectare. Okay, because when we are maintaining the seedlings in the nurseries and then we are transplanting them into the field, so that time obviously our amount of seed per hectare will be reduced, and it will reduce to 30 to 40 kg per hectare. Okay, and that is recommended for high yielding varieties, right? Now another question, yeah, it's a easy question. Which of the following is a rabi crop? Options are paddy, maize, and your wheat and groundnut. So what should be the right answer? Now a easy question is there, so everyone have to answer now. What should be the right answer? Which of the following is a rabi crop? Yeah. So Shikha, Devanshi, Sonia, Satyat, everyone had given the right answer. Yes, very good. Yeah, Shaurya, very not maize. Wheat is the right answer. Rabi crop. Okay. So we will mention wheat is a rabi crop harvested in spring and with typical rabi cereal. It is a typical rabi cereal. We are not having alternates for it, right? Chalo. Herbicides used to control broad-leaved weeds in cereals. So herbicides are basically these are the chemicals which are we are adding or spraying in our so that they can kill the herbs or they can kill the weeds. So what we observe that a broad-leaved weeds, okay, which can damage or which can destroy our cereal crops primarily. So we are using a herbicide here. You have to name which one. It is a butachlor, it is a pendimethalin, it is 2,4-D, or it is a paraquat. Control the broad-leaved weeds. Yeah. 10th question is there on the screen. So it would be, so as we are mentioning, we are having the broad leaved weed. So we need a specific herbicide to control it, will be the 2,4-D. It is a selective systemic herbicide. So systemic herbicides are basically they can destroy the whole plant in the complete physiology of the which we are applying it. So they are effective against broad leaved weeds while sparing grass family crops like wheat and rice. So they will not impact these crops, these grass family. They can effectively act against the broad leaf weeds. Okay, right answer will be 2,4-D. Very good, Devjyoti. Very good, Satyarth, Devant, Vedant. Very good. Okay. Now, question number 11th is there. It's a direct question. It's a definition based question. Yeah. Yeah, it is atrazine and 2,4-D also. Yeah. Okay, now we are moving on 11th question. Yeah, very good, Kamini. Very good, Shaurya. Now, next question is there. Yes. The process of growing two or more crops simultaneously in the same field is called rotation, mixed cropping, relay cropping, or sequential cropping. So which type of intercropping it is? It is a rotation, it is a mixed cropping, it is a relay cropping or sequential cropping. Right answer for question number 11th. Yes, very good. Yes. So everyone had given the right answer for the question. Very good. Yeah, Shraddha, Gangadhar, Satya, Devanshi, Shikha, Devjyoti, Shonya. And what about others? Okay, yeah, your answer is correct. So as they are not mentioning about the way you are planting, like you are not, they are not mentioning that you are growing the crops in rows. They are not mentioning like you are about to harvest last crop. And see, they are not mentioning the process. Okay, like you are following a row system, you are following a relay cropping. So that's why you will mention simply the mixed cropping. The right answer for this question, you don't need to go for the concept properly. You simply go for the mixed cropping. So they are simply mentioning you are growing two or more crops simultaneously in the same field. Okay, that's why the answer will be mixed cropping. And what kind of benefit the farmer will get if they will follow the mixed cropping? Obviously, it increases the insurance against crop failure, and it will optimize the resource used by combining crops growing at the same time. Okay, so if in case his one crop is about to fail, he will have something. He is having a substitute, or he is having something in his hand at the end of the growing season. And whatever the resources he is applying or is supplying to a field, he can utilize them optimally. Okay, so these kind of advantages he will get. Right. Moving on, question number 11. So soil with pH below 7, it is a saline soil, it is a sodic soil, it is an acidic soil, or it is an alkaline soil. Yeah. What should be the right answer for the question if the soil is having pH below 7? So, what should be the right answer for the question? Yeah. It's also easy. Yeah, very good, Satya. Yes, it is quite easy. Now, don't go for the saline, sodic, and other things. Definitely, your answer will be option number C, that is an acidic soil. It's just to confuse you that all the options like sodic, acidic, saline are added here. Okay, so it simply indicates the soil is having low pH value. That means it's an acidic soil. Okay, and when the soil is acidic, it will suffer from the nutrient deficiency, like phosphorus will be deficient in the soil, and molybdenum will also be deficient in the soil, and soil will have excess of iron, aluminium, and manganese in it. So this explanation is very important. Okay, so when the soil is acidic, it will have the deficiency of these nutrients, and it will have a toxicity of these three nutrients in it. Okay, yeah. Next is Kharif season in India generally begins with. So when the Kharif season begins. So this is the most asked questions in our NABARD exam. Okay, you can see it in your previous year exams as well. So Kharif season starts with the onset of monsoon, with the retreating monsoon, with the winter rains, or with the summer hot. Yeah. So when you will say that now the Kharif season has begun. For the 13th question, yeah. For the 13th question, the right answer is the onset of monsoon. Okay. and then we start sowing the seeds of the rice crop. So the right answer will be option number A. Clear? Moving on the next question. Yeah, very good. A is the right answer for the question. So these are the Kharif season crops. Okay, maize is a Kharif season crop aspirant. Rice is also a Kharif, and cotton is also a Kharif season crop. And they start sowing the seeds with the southwest monsoon. Okay, when it start occurring in the like last week of May or in the of June, right? Now the critical stage for irrigation in rice is, so this is a critical stage for irrigation in wheat. Sorry, not rice, in wheat. It is a crown root initiation, it is a booting, it is flowering, or is a dough stage. Yeah, the right answer for question number 14 will be, and the students who are there in the class, you have to like the session as well. Okay? Yeah. So what should be the right answer for the question? When you will say that this is a critical stage for irrigation, it is a crown root initiation stage. So that crown root initiation state occurs 20 to 25 days after sowing of the seed. So lack of moisture at this stage severely limits root and tiller formation. So at the time of like 20 to 25 days after the sowing of the seeds, if you are not giving the proper irrigation, or there will be less moisture content in the soil, so it will severely limit the root growth and the tiller formation. So this is a critical stage for irrigation in wheat when you have to irrigate. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it is clear to you guys. Next we have 15 question here. So 20, yeah, Vaishnavi is there. See, latestly we are not having any 21st report. We are having the last year report that we have to cover. Okay, yeah. We are not having the latest report. We have the last year report only, so we have to cover that. We, although we are having some that animal husbandry data that we had discussed, so we need to cover that data, animal husbandry and data. Okay. The last year livestock report, you have to revise it. Life says census report you're asking about. The last year one, that is the 20th one. Okay. And AH, animal husbandry and dairying report data we had already discussed, so you have to cover that one. Yeah. Now, no video was not stopped. Actually, I was looking for your comments. Yeah, Mr. Samosha Shikha, video is okay. Am I clearly audible and visible to you guys? Yeah. The right answer for the question is clear, and you mentioned about all these things in your notes. Okay. Now, moving on the next question. 15th question is there. Yeah, legume crops fix nitrogen through the enzyme. Okay, so what the legume crops do, they have the nitrogen fixing capability. So which enzyme is actually helping the crops in the nitrogen fixations? It is a nitritase enzyme, it is a nitrogenase enzyme, nitrate reductase enzyme, or dehydrogenase enzyme. Yeah. Okay, yes. Chalo. Let me know the right answer for the question. And if we will have any updated data related to this livestock census of 21st livestock census, we will cover it. Like similarly, I had told you, like we are not having the India State Forest Report 2005 till date. So that's why we are focusing on 2023 report. So similarly, we have to focus in this manner, like what are the things available to us till date or not. Right? So legume crops, they usually use the enzyme nitrogenase. Yeah, B is the right answer. Yeah. Yeah, why are you answering with a question mark? Na? Be confident with the answer that you are marking, right? So nitrogenase that is present in rhizobium bacteria. Okay, this is an N2 fixing bacteria, and it shows a symbiotic association with the leguminous crops, and that's how it helps in the nitrogen fixation there. By forming the root nodules, it converts the atmospheric nitrogen into the plant usable. This enzyme name is nitrogenase enzyme. Right? Nitrogenase is the right answer. B is the right answer. So 16th question is in your screen. Yeah, sure, your answer is correct. Very good. Chalo, Ajay, yeah, B is the right answer. Now the question is there, moisture content at which permanent wilting occurs is known as. So what is the technical term for it? Like this is the highest level of water that you had added to the soil, and because of it the permanent wilting will occur. Now the plant uh, will die, like it will not be able to grow. It is a filled capacity, it is a saturation point, it is a hygroscopic water, or it is a permanent wilting point. See, hygroscopic water, which is present on the subsurface of the soil particle or on the surface of the soil, not available to the plant. Okay. So what is a technical term for it? It is a, yeah, for the 16th question, the right answer will be option number D. It is a permanent wilting point. Okay. When the permanent wilting will start. So at this point, plant cannot extract water from soil even if placed in a humid air or shade. Like at this time, plant will not be able to extract out the water from the soil, from the things that you are providing to it. So that is a permanent wilting stage. Might have seen some plants like you are adding the water to it, you are placing them in the humid air condition, you are giving them shade, but now the permanent wilting had occurred. Now the plant will not survive at all. So this is the option number D. Yeah, Debyojit, your answer is correct. Chalo. Question number 17 is which of the following crop is sensitive? Okay, it is the word sensitive to water logging condition. It is a jute crop, rice crop, maize crop, or sugarcane. If in case there will be stagnation of water, the crop will not be able to grow. This is very sensitive crop to water logging condition. Okay. So what should be the right answer for question number 17? A, B, C, or D? Yeah, very good. For the 17 questions, Sonia, your answer is correct. React, Ankit. B is not in the option. Yeah, right answer is very good. C is given by most of the aspirants. Very good. Yeah, maize is highly susceptible. Okay, yeah. C is the right answer for question number 17. Okay, Kamini, C is the right answer. Maize is highly susceptible. It cannot grow well when there will be excess amount of water condition in the soil. Okay, highly susceptible to poor aeration caused by water logging leading to root decay and reduced yield. Right? C is the right answer. Yeah, you have to tell where is ICRISAT. It is in New Delhi, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, or Kolkata. And you have to tell me the full form of ICRISAT. Have you heard about this institute? So, what should be the right answer? ICRISAT is located at New Delhi, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, या फिर Kolkata. Yes, it is Hyderabad. Okay, the right answer for question number 18 is B. Okay, B is the right answer. Very good. And ICRISAT stands for International, yes, International Crop Research Institute for the Semi-Arid Tropic. Initials are good. International Crop Research Institute, but SAT, you have to mention the SAT also. It is Semi-Arid Tropic. Okay, and its headquarter, it is in Hyderabad. Yeah, very good, Mr. Samosa. Satyarth, semi-arid tropics mentioned. Priyanka, very good. Chalo. Indian note, it's international. Yeah. So next question is a minimum germination percentage for certified seed of wheat. Let me tell you one thing. So different seeds have different germination percentage. Okay, it can go till 95% or 87%. Okay, so you have to mention what is the minimum germination percentage for. You had obtained the certified seeds of wheat. You have to mention what is the germination percentage of it. It is 60%, 70%, 80%, or 85%. There is a table provided by me in the notes. Okay, you can take the help of table to answer these questions. Okay, although in one of the YouTube session also, I think we had discussed about this. So not aware about section number, but you can take the help of the session, right? Right answer will be 85%, right? So yeah, it is 85%. Okay, I am mentioning 80%, like it can be of any range, but the right answer for the question is 85, right? 85 is the right answer. Yeah. For cereals like wheat, the certified seed standard requires 85% germination, ensuring high field emergence. Like most of the seeds that you are sowing there, they will emerge out. Okay, chalo. Question number 20 is there. Yeah. Question number 20, let's look at the question number 20. The process of removing inert matter and unwanted seeds from seed loads is called. Okay, so it's not like na, like you are having a lot of seed. So before bringing it to the main field, you have to check is it having the inert matter in it or the unwanted seeds. So you have to remove the unwanted seeds and the inert matter from it, and then you will pursue further. So what is this process? It's grading, purification, seed cleaning, or seed conditioning. For the 20th question, what should be the right answer? Grading, how could you mention? Yeah, maximum is 99%. Yeah, maximum is 99% for most of this. Like it's, but here you have to mention for the wheat, it is 85%. The grading is basically done. Like, have you heard about the tomatoes? You are having the different size of the tomatoes or the different. So grading is basically done on the basis of the quality. Like you are having certain things, and you will do the grading on the basis of their size, on the basis of their qualities. Now you have to remove it. Okay. So the process of removing something, it is the cleaning. It is actually the cleaning. Conditioning is to prepare the seeds for the seed sowing, for the sowing into the field. So that time you will do the conditioning. Okay. So it is actually the seed cleaning. You are removing something. Grading is not for the removing. Grading is for placing the seeds into the different columns as per their quality. Right? So yeah, this is for the size, color, quality, and other things. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, this is on the basis of the quality, and seed cleaning is actually the removal. Right? It is to eliminate the impurities, and you can use the equipments like air, screen cleaners, and other things. Okay, so be accurate while answering. Yeah. So the first generation of seed produced from nucleus seed. This is very easy question. You are having the nucleus seeds. Okay, so with the nucleus seeds, which seed you will produce, and from the that particular one, which seed you will produce, and you have to mention. You have to mention about all the classes of seeds. Classes of seeds. I'd explained this thing so many times to you, right? Yeah, from the breeders, from the nucleus seeds, you will produce a breeder seeds. From the breeder seeds, you will have the foundation seeds, and from the foundation seeds, you will have the certified seeds. Okay, the right answer is option number A, and this is truthful seeds. Okay, truthful seeds is not such a category that we have to mention under the classes of seed. The right answer will be option number A. Very good. Understood? Chalo. And these breeder seeds maintain genetic purity under the direct supervisions of the breeder. And when we talk about these seed classes, actually they are classified on the basis of their genetic purity. Okay. Another question is, okay, you have to store the oil seeds. So the ideal moisture content for safe storage. Okay, what should be the moisture content so that you can safely store the oil seeds? It should be 5 to 7%, 8 to 10%, 10 to 12%, or 12 to 14%. Yeah. The 22nd question, right answer will be, I'm looking at the answer given by all of you. Yeah, very good, Kamini. Yeah, very good, everyone. Yeah. But I'm not mentioning the name of all of you guys in all the questions. So don't mind it and give the right answer quickly. The 22nd question, what should be the right answer? It is 5 to 7%. Very good. It is given by Divyanshi, React Ankit. Okay, 5 to 7%. Yeah, very good, Shikha. Chalo. Moving on the next question. Yeah, you can see here oil seeds include like soya bean, groundnuts. Yeah, because they are having the high oil content in them. Na? If the moisture content in them will also be high, so they will be deteriorated so fastly. So you need to reduce the moisture content to the lower level as you can. So that should be 5 to 7%. So that no fungal growth will occur. You might have seen the groundnuts at your home also. Like if they are somewhat wet and you are storing them, so they will have the fungus infestation very quick. Okay. Next question number 23 is here. Yeah, which test is used to estimate seed vigor? Is a seed is having the like viability proper, or it can rapidly germinate. So how you can test it? By standard germination test, by tetrazolium test, by accelerated aging test, or by purity test. Yeah, for 23rd, the right answer will be, yeah, BP Chavan. It is 23rd question. Yeah, for the 22nd question, okay, your answer. Yeah, for the 23rd question, what should be the right answer? See, to know about the vigor, if we're not talking about the germinability of the seed, we're talking about the vigor, like how fast it can grow. So that is basically done by doing accelerated aging, exposes seeds to high humidity and temperature to predict field performance. Okay, and that is the best test for vigor. We are talking about the vigor of the seeds. We're not talking about their germinability and other factors. So C should be the right answer. Okay. We need to know like which particular parameters we are testing here. Now another question is, we have the seed certification. So it is governed in India by, as per which particular act or policy it is governed. It is governed by Seed Act 1966, Seed Rules 1968, New Seed Policy 1988, and it is a Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Right Act 2020, 2001. Okay. So seed certification is governed by which of the following? Yeah, for the 24th question, A is the right answer. It is given by Satyarth, React Ankit, Devanshi. Yeah, Vishali. Yes, very good. Like most of the students had given the right answer. A is the right answer. Very good, Shaurya. Yeah, very good. Okay, the right answer will be option number A, Seed Act 1966. Okay, so all the important procedures and the standards which we need for the certification and the quality control, it is actually mentioned in Seed Act 1966. Right. 25th question is there. So it is about male sterility as an important tool for seed production in. Okay. Male sterility, now you have to mention like what type of seeds you are holding, in which you will use these tools, like for the self-pollinated crops, for the cross-pollinated crops, for the vegetatively propagated crops, or for all of the above. Okay. So what should be the right answer for this question? Male sterility, like the male that pollen grains, they are sterile. Okay, so it is an important tool for seed production in like which type of crop you are holding, where it can act as an important tool for seed production. How you could mention all? If you are mentioning all, you have to justify your statement, justify your answer. It is for the cross pollinated crops. Like pollen grains from any other plant, they can act there. Okay, so in that case, male sterility can be used as a mean for the better seed production. Like let's talk about it. So it will facilitate hybrid seed production, because it will facilitate the hybrid seed production because the pollen grains produced by that particular plant are not compatible with the female reproductive part of the same plant, right? So there the male sterility will let you know, will help you to get hybrid seed production. Okay, because cross pollination will be the only way na here. So you are not doing the manual emasculation, you are not removing the male part of the flower. You are not removing the male part of the flower because the male part of the flower is sterile. Okay, it is incompatible here. Okay, so that's how when the male part of the same flower, which is bisexual, it will be incompatible. It will not uh, pollinate the flower of the same plant. Okay, so that's how you always need a pollinators to pollinate it. So that's how the hybrid seed production will be facilitated. Is it clear? Huh? Is it clear to you now? Yeah, it will be cross pollination. Now the things are clear to you. Yeah, and you will remember it for long actually. When you do the mistakes and we do the correction, so it will help you to learn the specific concept for a long number of days. Okay, Clear? Chalo, moving ahead. Seed dormancy due to hard seed coat. So the seed integument, so the testa is quite hard, because of it the seed embryo is not good, its development has stuck. So it is known as, so what is the actual word for it? It is an embryo dormancy, it is an exogenous dormancy, it's an endogenous dormancy, or it is the physiological dormancy. It is due to the hard seed. Yeah. So what should be the right answer for question number 26? So for the 26th question, you guys are mentioning that it is a physiological. Physiological is actually related with the biological conditions, like the embryo is not having the good endosperm to nourish it. So that time you will mention that it is a physiological dormancy properly. In the case when it is about the hard seed coat, okay, when it is about the hard seed coat, you can simply mention it is a exogenous. The hard seed coat is preventing the water entry. It is not allowing the water to enter inside the seed. Okay, so it is an exogenous dormancy which is very common in the legumes. Right, so B should be the most appropriate answer here. When we talk about the seed processing, the machine used for removing the lightweight seed is. Okay, so you had obtained the seeds and now you're doing the processing of the seed. So the machine which specifically used to remove the lightweight seed is gravity separator, air clean screener. We discussed about the air clean screener in the last question in the explanation, just not more distillation, but we had a mention of it. Magnetic separator or specific gravity tank. Very easy question. If you know the basic, you will be able to answer. You don't need to know, just the basic will help. Right answer for question number 27. For the 27, A is the most appropriate answer. Okay. Yeah, most of the students had given the right answer for it. Very happy that everyone had given the right answer. Yeah. The right answer for the question is obviously the gravity separator, na, because the term is clearly mentioned here. You're talking about lightweight seeds. You are removing the lightweight seeds. So gravity, they will flow, na, they will not have any impact of gravity on, right? So genetic purity in seed production is maintained by, how could you maintain it? How could you maintain the pure lines? By isolation distance, by doing the seed treatment, by reducing the moisture, or by fumigation. Easiest of all. Hmm. GOAT, batao. What should be the right answer for question number 28? It is isolation distance when you maintain the proper isolation distance. So the contaminants like the pollens from any unwanted crop, or the unwanted crop will not reach to your crop. So if you are maintaining a good isolation distance, so definitely you are capable of maintaining the genetic purity. Yeah, very good. Shaurya, Kamini, Vishali, Satyarth, React, Ankit, Devanshi. Yes, everyone had given the right answer for question number 2. Actually, I got confused. Like Devanshi is mentioning 29A. I thought you are here on 28th question. How could you know? Huh? So let's see what should be the question number 29th and what should be the option that is correct for 29th question. Huh? 29th is there. Yeah. Now the question is from the classes of seeds. Okay, so which seed class? No issues, actually it is just for the fun I mentioned. Which seed class is tagged with white color? So we are having the different seed classes. Majorly we talk about the 4 seed classes in India, right? So you have to tell which seed class have white color. Yeah, Avani is saying for the 29th question. What should be right answer for 29th question? A, B, C or D? White color tag is given to seeds. Is for the foundation seeds. Very good. Yeah, B is the right answer given by most of the aspirants. Very good. B is the right answer. Foundation seeds have tag of the foundation seed is of white color. The tag of the certified seed is of yellow color, and the breeder seeds have a tag of golden yellow. Please mention the tags in your. Okay. Yeah. So you are using this hot water seed treatment is primarily used for control soil-borne diseases, seed-borne fungal disease, seed-borne bacterial disease, or viral diseases. Okay, so what should be the right answer? Yeah, foundation seed, very good. Yes, Shaurya, what should be the right answer for the question? Hot water seed treatment. Okay, you are treating the seeds with hot water. 30th question, C is the right answer. Very good. Yeah, very good. Most of the students are giving the right answer as C. Some of you are mentioning the but the right answer will be option number C. That is for the seed-borne bacteria. Okay? Because most of the bacteria will not be capable of surviving at the high temperature when you are exposing them to a temperature of 50 to 55 degrees Celsius for 10 to 30 minutes. Okay, they will not be able to grow, and we are doing it in crucifers also. Okay, so this is for the seed-borne bacterial disease. C is the right. Now, 31 question is hybrid seeds are produced by crossing. Okay, let's talk about what is a hybrid seed. Two self-pollinated lines you are having, two homozygous lines you are having, two inbreed lines you are having, or random varieties. How could you produce the hybrid seeds? So, what should be the right answer for the question? Uh, just a second. Certified seeds tag. Yeah, I just saw a comment. But I had mentioned certified seeds. Sorry, yeah, it is blue, purple or the blue. I did a mistake. Thank you for correcting me. And nobody has mentioned, huh? Looking for your comments. I'm really sorry. I did it by mistake. It is a blue color. Okay, certified seeds have a blue color. If I'm not wrong, please do the check it from the notes and do the correction if there is any. But yeah, blue color is for sure. Okay, chalo. Where are we? We're talking about the hybrid seeds. So how the hybrid seeds are produced? Yeah, certified seeds for blue. Blue is for certified seeds. Yeah. Okay, please mention this in your notebook. And it is for option number C. And how many of you are agreeing on option number C? See, two homozygous lines. Homozygous were having the same zygotes. If they're having the same zygote and the zygote is having the same characters, so how could it produce a hybrid seeds? Na? It will not work na for B option. So random varieties, if you had chosen any two random varieties, you're not aware about the genetic potential. How could you imagine that it will give you a good vigor seeds or the hybrid seeds? You have to look at them. So two inbreed lines, okay, they should be of the inbreed type, okay, that you can choose for the hybrid seed. You can obtain the hybrid seeds from them, inbreed lines, right? Chalo. The purity analysis of seeds include, so yeah, purity analysis, it is including the physical purity of the seeds, genetic purity of the seeds, moisture test or the germination test. We are having these four classes of seeds, okay, and they are on the basis of their purity. So what type of purity we are talking here? We are talking about their physical purity, genetic purity, moisture test or the germination test. I had given you the full-fledged hint here. So it is for their, yeah, inbreed is the right answer and B is the right answer. Very good, Avani, Shaurya. Okay. Yes, Satyat. Yeah. Ayush, all of the above is not there in the option, huh? The right answer for the question will be option number B. Clear? So genetic purity is tested separately, and that is actually considered under the purity analysis. Right? Now, the another question is the main purpose of seed priming. Why we are doing the seed priming is to break the dormancy. It is to reduce the seed moisture. It is to improve the germination speed. It is to increase the seed size. So why we are doing this priming of the seeds? We use this priming word somewhere else also. You have to mention where we are using this word. Actually, for the cut flowers. Okay, if you are aware about this concept, we use the word priming for the cut flowers also, so that they will remain fresh. Okay? We are dipping the stem of the cut flowers in a specific solution so that they will remain is a shelf life the cut flowers. Similarly, we are using this technique in the seeds also, like we are dipping them in a specific solution. Right? What we can do with this, why we are doing it, to improve their germination speed. Okay, so we are doing the osmo priming or hydro priming. Okay, partially we are hydrating the seeds. Okay, so that the water will start entering inside the cell, and embryo will start getting a condition like now the time is about to begin to show its jalwa. Okay, so it's a faster and uniform germination, right? Rogoing is done to remove. So what you do by rogoing, it is to remove the off-type plants, to disease plants, to remove the weeds, or to remove the both A and B. Sorry, D is a both. Yeah. So what should be the right answer for 34th question? Yeah, Ashwathama had given the right answer for question number 34th. Ayush had also given the answer. Satyarth is saying D is the right answer. Ayush, D is the right answer. Huh? Okay, so it is to remove offset of type plants or the disease plant. Okay, so D is the right answer. Similarly, we are talking about the word na culling. So in animals, when the animals who are diseased and the animals who are not about to give you any productivity, or they are not beneficial in the terms of livestock maintenance, okay, they are just consuming their resources, so that time we have to kill them or remove them from the main. So that time we use the word culling, culling, right? Now moving on, the question number 35th, we have, yeah, 35th question, the germination test is conducted under. When we do the germination test, where, like, what are the specific conditions we choose to do the germination test of the seeds? During the laboratory conditions, during the field conditions, in the farmer field, or the greenhouse? It's a very general question, yeah, basic kind of question. So what should be the right answer for the question? Please tell. So it is actually performed at the laboratory conditions. So standard germination test, they uses a control conditions like temperature, moisture, light as per ISTA protocol. Okay, chalo. Yeah, question number 36 is there, and I'm giving this question as a homework question to you. This is a very important question. You have to mention the answer to this question in the comment, aspirants. Right? This is your homework question, and as well as you also have to mention in the comment box how's the session. Okay, I'm just about to end the session now. And yeah, you can be the part of this rapid revision batch aspirant, which is available on the application of. Okay, we are providing valuable sessions here for the last minute revision. And I am covering the static portions sequence wise, like I had covered the questions from the first two topics of your syllabus, and in this manner I'm going to cover all the portions question. Okay? Make sure you guys will attend all the classes, and all the very best, and take care. Thank you so much, and bye bye.